You can't keep me here, Kent. I know what you're up to.
Fritz was held captive by Martin. His hands were tied and face was bruised.
Oh, Fritz, always so paranoid. But you've underestimated me this time.
Fritz's eyes looked around, searching for an escape route. Martin and his men did not realize Fritz had loosened the ropes and spotted a window.
Maybe I have, but you won't catch me that easily.
Fritz jumped towards the window, smashing through the weak boards. Martin quickly reacted, grabbing Fritz's leg, but it was too late. Meanwhile, Linda, oblivious to everything, was to finally negotiate with Grandma.
Linda? Why are you here so late?
Just came to check on my dear Grandma. How are you?
I'm fine.
Of course you're good. Why wouldn't you be? Now that Brenda's part of the Kent family, money ain't an issue. You can relax in this VIP suite getting top-notch treatment.
What are you talking about, dear? Brenda has nothing to do with it.
Look, Grandma, it's crystal clear that Brenda's living the high life while I'm stuck in this miserable situation. I'm your granddaughter. Don't you feel anything for me?
What is that miserable situation? And how did you get into it?
Ugh, quit playing innocent! The Kents are on my tail, ruthless. I gotta run from LA before they can catch me. But I'm broke. Just a few $100,000, Grandma. And I'm out of this mess. Can't you talk to Brenda for me?
Even if she could get it, it would be the Kent family's money. I'm sorry, but I won't have Brenda indebted to them.
You think I don't know about your fancy surgery? Please! Dad didn't pay for that bill. It's Brenda. She sold herself to the Kents, plain and simple. This room, the treatment, all of it, it smells of their filthy money.
You're lying.
Ask Dad how much he kicked in. You'll get your answer.
I should have died. My Brenda, she must be worried sick to go to this extent.
Oh, come on, Grandma, don't look so down. The Kents practically swim in cash. Think of it as a generous contribution to your well-being. Just kick back and enjoy the VIP treatment. It's practically a gift from them.
Before Grandma could recover from the previous shock, Linda was ready to throw another curveball at her.
But you know, Grandma, when it comes down to saving lives, yours included, we've got to do what we've got to do. Just ask Brenda for the money. I mean, come on. She wouldn't refuse you, right?
No, I know you, Linda. Unlike Brenda, you're driven by jealousy and malice. You always have been. Don't try to use me.
At Grandma's harsh words, Linda's expression turns cold. That's when she finally decided to let the cat out of the bag.
Grandma, are you truly that cold-hearted? Well, your choice. But what happens next is on you. Brenda and Cameron, they look pretty tight, huh?
What are you getting at?
Imagine how Cameron would flip if he found out Brenda had a kid with someone else. And Brenda? She'd lose it knowing her so-called loving boyfriend was involved in her mother's death. What do you say?
Grandma was stunned and gasped for air. A sharp pain pierced her heart and she found it difficult to breathe.
You eavesdropped. You wouldn't tell anyone. Brenda's pure. Unlike you. She's never hurt anyone. What did she ever do to you?
Linda leaned in, her voice dripped with venom.
Everything! And now I'm gonna do the things she can't imagine. Just ring her up and get the cash, or else she's gonna learn the truth about Cameron.
Grandma could only stare at Linda with fear and anger in her eyes. She struggled to control her breathing.
If I give you the money, do you promise that you won't tell anyone else about this?
Sure thing, Grandma. As soon as I've got the cash, I'll be out of LA in a flash, and you can breathe easy.
Grandma thought for a while. She knew Linda too well.
You won't go blabbing to Brenda? Promise me. I can't have her knowing anything about this.
Grandma? How could you even think that? I just want to get away from all of this.
Grandma was still unconvinced. She took a deep breath and contemplated her decision.
She's always been jealous of Brenda. Even if she leaves, she'll find a way to create trouble. All right. I'll call Brenda and transfer the money.
Come on, give her a ring already. It's getting late and I need that cash now.
I would in the morning, Linda. It's late and Brenda is likely asleep.
You're not trying to trick me, are you?
Why would I? You know the secret. There's nothing I can do.
Fine. We'll settle this tomorrow.
Grandma nodded, closing her eyes. Linda lingered for a moment, then left.
Can't live long enough to become Brenda's burden. If I die, maybe it will take the pressure off her.
Fingers trembling, Grandma grasped her phone and dialed a number. She dispatched a message before carefully setting it down.
No more trouble for you, Brenda. I wish you a happy life.
With the first break of the dawn, Linda burst in with a phone clutched in her hand.
Grandma, time to call Brenda. Where is she?
Grandma's silence hung heavy in the room as Linda cautiously moved towards the bed.
Grandma? Wake up. Don't mess with me.
The silence stretched thicker than the hospital air. No response. Hands trembling, she reached out to clutch Grandma's weak wrist.
Oh, she's gone! Why'd she just up and die? And what about my cash?
What happened?
My grandma. She's...
Taking note of Linda's pale face, the nurse checked Grandma and confirmed her death.
Quick, call the attending physician and inform her family.
Linda, consumed by fear of being identified, ran away, oblivious to the fact that she was heading towards bigger trouble.
Hey, watch where you're going.
Linda's heart raced as she crashed into Richard Kent, her eyes darting away from his. Quickly regaining her composure, she ran away, leaving Richard intrigued.
Mr. Kent, are you all right?
Follow her, Jeffrey. If she tries anything, you know what to do.
Richard's guards ran towards Linda. Richard's heart was racing as he slipped into Grandma's room.
What's the situation?
I'm afraid she's passed away.
Mr. Kent.
Brenda. She needs to know.
Meanwhile, the silence in Cameron's mansion was shattered by the glass crunching beneath Brenda's steps.
Brenda, what happened?
I don't know. My chest feels tight. Something isn't right. Cameron went numb as soon as he answered the phone. There was piercing silence in the room. What's wrong? Who was it?
It's Jeffrey. It's about your grandmother. She's no more. Brenda? Brenda!
Brenda's world collapses. It was because of her grandmother that she agreed to be a part of the arrangement with Cameron. How will she deal with the loss? And will she figure out Linda's sinister involvement? What is Linda's next move?
Hi, Brenda here. Hope you are loving Love Bargain. Keep following us as we release a new episode of Season 1 daily on YouTube. You can jump the queue and unlock all seasons of the audio series by installing the Pocket FM app now. Just click on the link in the description. To watch the next episode of Season 1, tap here, and to watch the full Season 1, click on the playlist.